Perfect. Hello, everybody. Teresa here with Teresa Lambert Coaching, and I'm so excited that I am going to have my amazing friend Blair Kaplan here. And Blair is about to be a published author, so I'm super excited for her as she's publishing her first book called Pulsing Through My Veins: Raw and Real Stories from an Entrepreneur. I'm so excited, Blair. It's so amazing. And you do so many incredible things. You're so active in the community. And Blair also has her I Am Resilient project. And I'm here today so she can talk a little bit about what resilience is and how we can practice being more resilient or building resilience in just 5 minutes a day. Hi, Blair.
Hi. Oof, what a great Friday.
Yes.
Alone
my God.
together.
Do you have any celebrations and wins you want to share for your week?
Well, I burnt myself on the weekend and I'm starting to feel better.
Oh, that's
So it's a big win. Yay. It was a bad burn. And that I've pretty much almost checked everything off my to-do list for the week. And I'm almost done my final draft of my book. And the goal is to be finished this weekend. And I'm confident it's going to happen.
Wow, that's amazing. I'm so excited for you. I'm writing my book. I'm starting to write my book. So you're like way ahead of me. So you're my idol for book writing now. I love it.
It's a big project. I've been working on it for a while. I kept getting momentum and then like life would happen. Like my husband would have a heart attack or I'd get a concussion. But and then this last weekend I was going to finish my final edits and then my coffee press exploded on me and I burnt myself. So I think you just need to be kind to yourself and do the best you can and know that the only deadlines you're setting is for yourself. And that if you can't meet certain deadlines because life happens, that's okay.
That's awesome. Yeah, it sounds like you know a thing or two about resilience. Why do you think it's so important to build resilience?
So resilience, I guess to walk it back a bit, resilience is the ability to bounce back. If you think of a rubber band and you pull a rubber band, you let go and it snaps back, like that's resilience. And I call it my resilience muscle. It's this invisible muscle that pulses through my veins. I just use that because it's my book title. And I think we are all born with the ability to be resilient, but there's certain things that we can do to help us build up this resilience muscle. So when life throws us challenges, we're able to navigate it and recover faster from those challenges.
I love it. That sounds like something that's quite important for all of us.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I didn't start, there's certain things I do to build my resilience, and I started doing them because I wanted to just change the way I saw the world. I wanted to be a happier person. But the positive benefit to some of these things was that it was actually helping me be more resilient.
Right.
And what I wanted to talk today to all of you about is the practice of gratitude. So do you, awesome. Teresa, do any sort of gratitude practice or journaling?
I do. I'm actually, I'm obsessively, like I plan. And, you know, it's funny that you're asking me that because I was just jumped off a call with my group from my group coaching program. And we spoke a bit about, you know, keeping consistency and how to start your day. So for me, the gratitude ties into that, but it's an intention practice I do every day. So every morning after taking some space, I set my intention for the day, including how do I want to show up for other people today, for myself, and how do I want to feel today? And then at the end of the day, I'm always thinking about what were my wins? That's a big one for me. I'm like an achiever person, so I have to know that I've done something, like anything. But what am I grateful for? And what am I appreciative that I have? And yeah, I think it's super important. But I would love to know what you're doing. And I follow you on Instagram. And you always share your gratitudes in the morning. So can you tell me a little bit more about your gratitude practice?
Well, actually, I share them at night, but you probably see them in the morning.
Oh, that's because, yeah.
So about 4 or 5 years ago, I was given the ability to go to the luxury wellness retreat in Victoria with the Life Delicious. And we had a bunch of prerequisite work to do, videos to watch, things to read. And one of the videos I watched talked about how if you practice gratitude every day and you start listing 3 things a day that you're grateful for, after 21 days, the neural pathways in your brain start to change so that you see the world in a more positive way. So I started doing this. I was like, you know what? I go to bed early. 9 p.m. is good. I'll set my alarm. So I call it the gratitude alarm. And every day for the past 4+ years at 9 p.m., my phone alarm goes off and I list 3 things I'm grateful for. And I list them with the people I'm around. So if it's me and my husband, we do it. If I'm at a party, which is not anytime soon happening, we do it. If I'm with my family, we do it. And it's a really beautiful practice because I'll just share it verbally. If I'm by myself, I'll text my husband. Sometimes I text my friends, especially if they're going through a hard time. I share it to my Instagram story almost every day, not every day. And then I save it to a highlight because even when things are really, really bad, like this weekend, I really badly burnt myself. So I was grateful that my husband helped take care of me, for my husband cooking food, and for Tylenol 3s. So I was able to find 3 things that I was grateful for, you know, and if I'm in a bad mood, sometimes my alarm goes off. I don't necessarily like initially will like might not start it. My husband will be at the other end of the house and I'll hear him yell, I'm grateful for hockey, cats, and my wife. And so it's just a really beautiful practice we have. And since I've been doing it for so long, I think it's really helped me during this specific COVID situation. But also I've had a bit of a challenging year. My husband had a heart attack. I had a concussion. My grandfather passed away. My dad's terminally ill. And yes, it's sad. I still feel sad. I'm not like, I'm a human, but I'm able to see the silver lining and move through those problems a lot faster. I've also done a bunch of other things like cut out alcohol and I try to eat clean, and sleep's really important to really help me navigate these challenges. But the practice of gratitude, which takes under 5 minutes a day, I mean, 5 minutes is generous. But, you know, thinking about what you're grateful for and listing it with everyone in your family at a certain time of day, it doesn't have to take, you know, a lot of energy, and it's a really beautiful way to end your day, or maybe you want to start your day with it. But because I've been doing it for so long, I think going through the challenges that I've gone through and what we're going through right now, it's been easier for me.
Yeah, that's such a powerful message to share, Blair, because I think that people, and I have heard this before, you know, it's so simple, and why do it, and it's so simple, and what can it really do? But you just spoke about consistency, like doing it every day. And I love that you're incorporating other people, because so I always talk to my clients about the practice of appreciation and appreciating other people, because we're so chronically underappreciated in this world. So that's amazing that you're including them. I mean, what a fun way, right? It's afternoon and you have this practice. And did you ever have a time where someone was really surprised that you were doing this?
I don't know. I don't let, like, I usually, like, if we're in a group, like I won't start with them. Like usually I'll go and then my husband and my friends.
Right.
But I think, I mean, people who know me don't expect, like it's expected from me not to be grateful, but like, I'm not your typical person. I kind of march to my own beat, or march to the beat of my own drum. But no, I've never really shocked anyone. And also, like, I can tell if someone's being feeling like they're put on the spot, and I'll help them out. And if someone doesn't want, like, I've actually never come across someone in a room or a group that didn't want to participate. Like, I'm talking at Christmas, ugly sweater Christmas parties where there's 20 of us, on the beach in Hawaii with friends, like at a barbecue in my childhood home, next to my childhood home in Winnipeg. Like, it happens all the time. It's very rare you're going to find someone who's like, I'm not participating, I'm miserable. And, it's kind of fun to stop and think like, oh yeah, like I'm grateful for the sunshine and for hot coffee and like my wife and my kids and my husband and my grandparents. Like, there's so much to be thankful for, but we often as a society don't stop and think about it, especially because the media inundates us with such negativity. It's like, ooh, there's lots of good stuff happening in the world, and it could be something very little. Like, I'm lucky to have electricity and Wi-Fi. And what I also think is really great is that if you're watching this and you're feeling inspired, pull out your phone and pick a time, an alarm. I like 9 because it's kind of like the end of my day and now my day is over. But pick a time that works for your family. Maybe it's 7 p.m., maybe it's 7 a.m., and have it go off every single day. It's a non-negotiable. Mine still goes off in movies. Like if I'm at the movie theater, it goes off. Like it's a non-negotiable. It goes off. Like I know, and I'll just like shut it right away. But make it part of your routine. Make it part of your family's routine. Make it part of your ritual. Why not? I challenge you, if you're watching, to pull out your phone, pick a time, set it, call it the gratitude alarm, and start listing 3 things you're grateful for from the past 24 hours.
I'm totally going to do that, Blair. I have loads of reminders that go off in my phone, and I'm going to change one of them. I have four that go off every day that I worked out how I want to feel. And so that goes off in my phone. And then also, everything is figure outable goes off in my phone
Yeah.
twice a day with an image of my husband and I in Hawaii
Yeah.
because I want to spend more time in Hawaii. So I'm going to swap one for gratitude. I love that. That's such a good reminder.
Yeah. And
Thank you.
I think maybe if you're watching this, why don't you just drop 3 things you're grateful for below in the comments? Like, why not? Let's get a good thread going. It doesn't have to be from the past 24 hours if you're new to this, like maybe just 3 general things that you're stoked about, you're grateful for. After we're done this interview, I'll pop in and drop in 3 things I'm grateful for
below in the comments, like thread going.
Whoa.
Doesn't have to be from the. I was trying to see if someone comments, but technology and me, I can't do it both at once. I'm sorry, Blair, but
okay.
we'll be able to check it out.
Yeah, why not just, when you're watching the replay, if you're watching it live, just add in the comments what you're grateful for. I challenge you to put 3 things that you're grateful for from life or from the past 24 hours. And also set an alarm in your phone. Let's be grateful every day. Let's see the world in a more positive way. The glass is half full. There's always a silver lining, I promise.
I love that, Play. It's such a good message. Now, tell me, I know you have your I'm Resilient project, and I was actually one of the people you interviewed, and you wrote a blog about my time when I needed to be resilient after burning myself out really badly, which put me on this path. But tell me, how can people get involved if anyone's listening this and they've maybe had an experience or made it through a tough time and this sort of strikes a chord with them? How can they find you, and how can they maybe participate?
So the I Am Resilient project is a community where people share stories of resilience to help themselves and other people heal. These stories are from around the world. We've created this safe space for people to submit stories on our website. We then share the stories on social media, our website. We're going to be publishing a book. That's probably my second book I'm publishing. And then we want to start a podcast. And I think it's just been really beautiful because people who share their stories are not only helping other people navigate challenges, but also it's part of their healing journey. So I invite you to visit iamresilient.info. There you can start reading some stories. Maybe you'd like to share your experience. It's extremely user-friendly. If you want some help, you can reach out. We can help you tell your story. We have people submitting stories from all over North America right now, and a lot of people I've never met, which is really exciting. It's about a year old, the project, and my sister, Alana, who is my project manager, she's a therapist in Ontario. We run it together, and we also do fundraisers and events that we've had to reschedule, but we help raise awareness and funds for counseling assistance programs in the communities that the events are held in. And we just want to help make a difference. Sharing my story with my father, which is something you can read about because we don't have time, has helped me on my healing journey, but it's helped a lot of other people who are going through similar challenges that I went through. And I just want to give back. So iamresilient.info is the website.
That's awesome. Thanks for sharing that, Blair. I think what you're doing is so incredible. And one of the things that I've noticed over the years through both my work when I was still a GM, of a hotel, but also now even more so, is that people have this perceived idea that, there are some people who have it all together. And so by sharing stories of, resiliency and vulnerability and the tough times that people have made it through, I feel like it brings this human context, understanding that life isn't simple and that sometimes life can get really tough, and, being able to make it through those times and to read about it and to read who are those people that are behind it, and understanding that we're all human beings and we all have struggles. And by sharing, we uplift everybody around us because it can be simpler. So if someone reads, any of, your story or mine or some of the other beautiful people that have shared, I just find it so comforting when I read things that speak to me, because it's like, I'm not alone.
Exactly.
So thank you so much for doing that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Second of all, thank you so much for sharing your story and for having me come on to your network and share. If you're not comfortable sharing, that's okay. You can also share anonymously. You don't have to have your name associated with it. But, I appreciate you being brave and sharing your story. It's a really beautiful thing when someone can open up, because there's probably many other people going through burnout like you went through. But also, you just said something really bang on. You're not alone. There's a good chance that there's many people in this world going through what you're going through or what you went through. And it's hard when you're in that challenge to feel like you're supported. And I've been through many different challenges that have been dark, and I always feel so alone until I come out the other side. And that's another goal of this project, is that you're not alone and you're going to be okay. But right now it's okay to not be okay. But we're here for you. We're here to help.
I love that. Thank you so much, Blair. This was amazing. Again, you can visit iamresilient.info. And also there is a I'm Resilient project page on Facebook as well. And I'm going to drop that below in the comments, or maybe Blair will. So please to check it out and follow the page and support my friend Blair, who does the amazing project. And keep your eyes peeled for this book, because I can't wait to read it. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for jumping on. Is there anything you'd like to leave the viewers with for the day?
I'm grateful you all took the time to listen.
I love it. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Blair. This was fantastic. I hope everyone enjoyed it, and I'm going to chat with you soon. Take care.